What is going on, everybody? I am the FDGURU, bringing to you guys a Friday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 9 games on the main slate tonight. A nice handful of games in that early slate, too, at 6 o'clock Eastern. We have 5 games in that slate as well. I'll be posting that on my Dub Club. All non-main slates on my Dub Club. Link is below to sign up. But a big main slate, and then we have the after-hours slate too. 3 games in the after-hours slate at 9:40 Eastern. I'm doing another free Guru credit code in this video. I did one in my NBA video earlier. Now I'm going to do one in this video as well. I'll drop the link to my NBA video at the end of this one if you missed it, or you could just go to my channel to check it out. But we have no rain issues on the main slate. Couple of games in the early wave where we might run into some rain issues, but that's a different slate. No rain issues on the main slate, which is always good. As usual, I'm going to give you guys a pitcher I like, a couple of pitchers, a couple of infielders, and a couple of outfielders. I'm actually doing 3 infield value bats in this video and 1 outfield because I found 3 that I liked. But let's get right into it. I put on the cover photo Sonny Gray because I needed to tell my developer last night to do it. I didn't know the prices. The slates weren't out yet. Sonny Gray at $11,500. I did not think he was going to be that expensive. He's in obviously a great spot here against the White Sox. Minus 280 favorites in a 7.5 over-under. So all things Cardinals look great tonight, even though they've been kind of a dog shit offense. The bats look good. Sonny Gray looks good. I just think he's a little too expensive. I did not expect him to be $11,500. I think that's really, really expensive for Sonny Gray. I know the matchup is fantastic, and he's had a great start to the year, so it makes sense. It's just a little surprising. If you wanted to get up there, if you find some cheap bats in your lineup, definitely go for it. I don't know if it's going to be the route that I take tonight, but I'm not here telling you that Gray isn't a good play, because he is if you have the money. I do like the value, though, of Tanner Bibby of the Guardians. He's a whole $2,100 cheaper than Sonny Gray, and he's in just as good of a spot against the Angels, obviously, without Mike Trout. He's at home, so I feel pretty good about Tanner Bibby playing well. If you go over on Prize Picks, I always look at this for just to scale things out. His fantasy score on Prize Picks is the same as Sonny Gray. They're both at 35.5. So he's projected out to get almost, if not more, than Sonny Gray tonight. And he's $2,100 cheaper. Really like Tanner Bibby. All things considered. Minus 185 favorite, 7.5 over under. And like I said, this Angels lineup is pretty bad. And without Mike Trout, obviously it's even worse. So he's in a good matchup tonight. Cleveland, definitely more of a pitcher's ballpark. And I just think it's a really good spot for him at 9,400. If you wanted to get cheaper, there is one cheap guy you could look at that I was looking at. That's J.P. Sears. Great matchup at home, pitcher's ballpark in the Coliseum against the Miami Marlins, who obviously have been struggling. He looks good. He's been going over 5 innings each start except for opening day, which is okay. First 2 starts of the year, very shaky. He even gave up 7 earned at Baltimore. So you know the risk you're taking when picking J.P. Sears, but I do think out of all the cheap pitchers at 7,900 with this matchup against the Marlins, he looks like the best option. I'm not sure if I'll go to him or not. It's only a 7.5 over under, and he's a minus 150 favorite. So Vegas seems to really like J.P. Sears to have a quality start here tonight as well. So we know the upside. He has 2 0 earned run starts, going 6 innings in both of those starts, 44 and 43 fantasy points. So he's well worth the risk, in my opinion, in this matchup. Not like a cash game guy by no means, but definitely worth some tournament action tonight for that high upside that he presents against the Marlins. For the infield, like I said, 3 infield value plays. I mean, it's hard to get away from the Cardinals tonight. I know they've been pretty bad, 14-17 record. They don't score many runs, but I feel like the MLB in general has come off to a slow start this year. These slates, I feel like I need to grind every fantasy point with these bats. I think things will change because I don't really think the pitching in the league is that great. I think the bats have just been really underperforming. Cardinals in a great spot tonight. They're almost minus 300 favorites. They should be able to hit. They just called up Brad Keller, the old Royal, to start tonight for the White Sox. He could just get lit up. I mean, Cardinals are in a great spot. I like Paul Goldschmidt. He's either batting second, third, fourth, or fifth, somewhere in there. Dropped to fifth recently because he hasn't been hitting the ball. Did have 4 hits 2 games ago and then went 0 for again. It's still Paul Goldschmidt. I think he finds something sooner than later, and this is the matchup to do it. I do like stacking the Cardinals. They're all very affordable. Arenado, Brandon Donovan, Wilson Contreras. They all look, you could go to any of them. I think they're one of the better spots tonight based off their salaries. I think Goldschmidt is a pretty good play at sub 3K. If Brad Keller gets lit up, getting into that White Sox bullpen early could be another positive for this Cardinals team. Third base, one of the best overall value plays on the slate, Rafael Devers. Red Sox find themselves in a matchup against Chris Paddock, who, was supposed to be really good. Came up through the Padres, was, a high prospect. Everyone, thought he was going to be great, and he hasn't been. Went through an injury. They traded him to the Twins, I think. I don't know if he was on another team in between, but he's got a 5.88 ERA. I remember targeting him a couple of starts ago against the White Sox, and he cashed in for us. That was strictly a matchup thing. I do think he gets hit around by the Red Sox tonight. That start that we had him was fantastic. 7 innings, 10 Ks. But he can just get blown up. I mean, 12 hits allowed, 8 hits allowed. He even gave up 6 hits to the White Sox and didn't give up any runs. In his last 3 starts, he's given up 26 hits. I like the Red Sox. I can't believe on my Dub Club, I do parlays and stuff with betting as well. I'm a Red Sox fan, but this isn't even being biased. I can't believe the Twins are favored tonight. You have I know they're in Minnesota, but Tanner Houck has been one of the best pitchers in MLB, and they have a great matchup against Chris Paddock, who brings almost a 6 ERA in this game, and the Twins are minus 125. Makes no sense. Love the Red Sox money line at plus money. I do like Devers a ton. Lefty-righty matchup, 3,200. 286 average to start the year. He's gone through a couple of injuries, so he hasn't played a ton, but I do like Devers to hit Chris Paddock tonight with this lefty-righty matchup. For that Guru credit code, go to my website as usual, FD-GURU.com. Go to the shop page where you buy all the credits. These credits are the universal currency on my website. You need to just go over to this coupon bar and type in MLB Friday, all caps, 3 for, it's May 3rd. So MLB Friday 3, hit apply coupon. You will get 10 free credits into your account. Just give this video a like. That's all I ask. Subscribe. Don't miss out on any future videos. And then you can use those credits on all memberships that I offer. NBA, MLB, PGA, main slates, all that jazz. Third infield play. I said I was doing 3 infield, 1 outfield in this video. We got it. I mean, the Rangers last series against the Nationals just fucked me because I kept playing them and they kept doing nothing. But you can't hold grudges in the MLB. You got to play matchups. Guys can just get hot whenever they want. It's not as streaky. It's not as consistent, I should say, as like the NBA when you're picking a guy who's been hot. The MLB, if you're picking good players, even if they're slumping, they could go out there and go 4 for 4 on any given night. So you don't hold grudges in the MLB. Corey Seager looks great. He went 1 for 13 in the National Series. And I had him every game. So I'm hoping that I just, karma. I'm hoping good karma because if I just keep picking him, he's eventually going to do something good for me, right? But I'm not even forcefully picking him. Again, we got to do matchups, and the Rangers are in a good matchup tonight against Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals. One of the higher over-unders on the slate. It's a pick 'em. Michael Lorenzen on the Rangers against Brady Singer. Singer's having a great start to the year, but he has shown in the past he can get absolutely torched and blown up. And this Rangers lineup is the type of lineup that could do that to Singer. Basically a pick'em, 9 over-under, like I said, one of the higher over-unders on the slate. There's not many 9 over-unders. We have a 9 over-under for the Padres at the Diamondbacks. Really like the Padres in that game with Dylan Cease on the mound. We have a 9.5 over-under in the late game. By far the best game of the night, not in terms of DFS, but just in terms of, baseball, entertainment. We got the Dodgers and the Braves, 9.5 over-under. So this Royals and Rangers game, one of the higher over-unders on the slate. We haven't been seeing a lot of high over-unders this season because bats just seem to be fast asleep. So I do like the Rangers here. I do think people are going to kind of shy away from this because Brady Singer has been good, and the Rangers, are coming off of a rough series against the Nationals. But Vegas seems to like him. They slap a 9 over-under on this game. I do like Seager at 3,400. We all know what he's capable of doing. Then for the outfield, I don't know if they change up their lineup or they stick with it, but Lars Nootbaar has been batting third for the Cardinals. Like I said, I like the Cardinals against, what's his name? God, I fucking forgot. Brad Keller of the White Sox, lefty-righty matchup. He's been batting third, but he hasn't been doing much. This is just going to be a spot in the lineup type play with the matchup. Not even like I like Lars Nootbaar, but he's cheap. Cardinals should score runs tonight. Basically, any Cardinal 1 through 6. Even Burleson is expected to bat 6th tonight, and he's 2,500. You could go to him if he ends up being there, just homered. Any of these Cardinals look good. They're all very, very affordable because they've been bad, but they have the matchup to come back to life tonight at home against Brad Keller. I just hope the Cardinals don't screw me, but it's a good spot. So all we can do at the end of the day is play the matchups and hope that they pan out. But that'll sum up this video, guys. Don't forget to put that Guru credit code in. Give this video a like. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Have a great weekend. Until next time. Oh, and the NBA video is going right below here if you missed that as well with free credits. But until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off.